Sounds like I got
invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry about the mix-up there with the broadcast. For some reason, we're having all kinds of audio issues there, but looks like we're good now. And we are a little ways in to our first social ride in the Zwift Academy. Everybody's trying to get back together, it looks like. Looks like it's working out. We'll use the sprint section for a quick little Jersey run and try and get back together at the start-finish banner. So if you're unfamiliar with Zwift Academy, this is a community. Well, it's a Zwift Runny 6-week program where people can unlock awesome things in game, as well as get awesome bikes given away for the Quebec Foundation, and complete the Zwift Academy just to get into better shape. And then under 23 riders can go after a pro contract. I'm interested to know how many are in here that are U23s. Definitely, I'm not sure that there are a whole bunch in the group. Maybe we can get a few to say aye. Let's take a look and see. But if you got any questions over at the broadcast, let us know about what's happening with Zwift Academy. We'll go ahead and bring in any information that we possibly can. Go, Nathan. Casey Shums here says, win the race. Definitely not a race today. Definitely not a race today. We need some music in the broadcast, though, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can do that. There we go. A little bit of music in the background will be good. I think this is supposed to be 2.5 watt per kilogram or so ride. Pretty quiet Friday night. It's amazing to me that we were able to get this many riders to show up on a Friday night. Looking at the yeah, so okay, so it's afternoon over in the in Australia, is that right? New Zealand and Australia, yeah. So pretty good timing for you guys, I guess, for Saturday. See how many flags we got then from the area here. Looking through here, quite a few from US, and then yeah, Australia, New Zealand mainly, China. I don't recognize, there's some new flags in here. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with a lot of the flags, but there's quite a few I'm starting to not recognize. They're getting added, it looks like. I have to get that Flags of the World going again so I can get another education on it. Looking through, it looks really difficult for a lot of people to stay with the beacon. Ride leading is definitely an art, it looks like. Oh man, I think you also get rides that tend toward having the same people who have a respect for the ride. I don't think it's always on the ride leader. Like I said straight up, and I'm saying, hey, keep it together, keep it together. At a certain point, you're corralling cats. But I think, there's I might ruffle some pet feathers here a little bit, but I think that there's also some pride. That's good pride. Like to be proud that our ride stays together and does a good job of staying together and does what it says it's going to. But when you throw a program like this together, where everybody's kind of just more randoms that don't know each other, and maybe a lot of new people who are jumping into Zwift Academy that want to get it done, probably don't, there isn't as much of a care about whether or not it's, it's not people that it's not social group that you've been hanging out for a while, and there's not going to be as much personal emphasis on keeping the pace that's being set up. And also, I mean, for anybody, I think that there's also the idea that if I'm going to do this ride and complete it and I have to get it done and I need to get a certain kind of workout in, they're going to use it as they need to. There's that tension that ends up coming out then a lot. Where I'm probably also going to keep ruffling feathers here, because I've always been the guy who shows up to the local group ride for the entire time that I've ever been road cycling and group riding, that always said, if that guy wants to do that, whatever, man, he can go do whatever he wants. Those guys want to go, yeah, go ride fast. You guys want to ride slower, ride slower. Cool, man, have fun. Whoever's going to do whatever. I'm really all about individual freedom, maybe over the group sometimes. So let's just go let those guys go. You hang out with whoever you want to hang out with. I'll hang out with whoever I want to hang out with. And we'll be good. But I also get the purpose of something argument. But whatever. It's that's always been a tension for me, especially in these communications. Because, I mean, in this group, as you can see, there's plenty of people around us right now to ride with. They're all riding around the beacon, and it's good. I think the temptation of people to take off from the beacon and race then ends up with races up the front, and whatever, they can have fun. It doesn't offend me. The only thing is if we start chasing them. I think that's the one thing in Zwift, is that the beacon almost should never chase. It should always wait. If you're in Zwift and you're leading a ride, your main job is to wait and not the chase. Because the second you start chasing, you have no idea where other people are at for their heart rates and effort and intensity that are with you in the group. And if you start causing a chase and they're not paying attention for a second, and then the next thing you know, they're off the back, and then another one's waiting, and then it gets all disorganized. The main thing I think for the beacon is to be a little bit more of a caboose, unless the group ride is designed specifically for ramping. We used to do a group ride that was a progressive group ride, so the idea was each lap we would do an increase by 0.5 watts per kilogram until people eventually, you know, can't hold and fall off. And it doesn't become necessarily a race at the end, but it definitely becomes a struggle to hang on at whatever pace that it continues to go up to the point that even those who go off the front then can't hold the pacing longer and end up just slowing. We usually ended up stopping at 4.5 to 5.0. The 4.5 to 5.0 on the front was crazy hard because you already did, what is it then? We were doing flat laps. So 5 or 6 laps, and those turned into a little bit of a race. It was all double wheeling at that point, where you're always double wheeling on the front end. Who's going to be pulling, and the egos start coming out about who's can hold 4.5, 5.0, or whatever it might be. But it's a great workout for everybody who gets involved then. These are a very different kind of ride, but that's another interesting thing I think is like all the different kinds of designs you can do around this in a controlled environment for everybody to get different kinds of workouts in group ride situations like this. If everybody can get organized and have good communication, I think that's where the use of Discord and the new some of the new features that might be coming down the line with chats and things that I'm kind of excited about to see. Yeah, it's a huge group. Scotty Weiss is hanging out over at the Mixer channel. Says it's tough to lead a big group sometimes. You're doing a great job. Big group, yeah. It can be challenging for sure. Let's see how things are going here. Up ahead, looks like it's pretty well organized here. People have been waiting up for the beacon. It looks like nobody's too far off the front. All kind of packed up together. So that's good to see. A couple out the front, no big deal. They can hang out. Nobody too far off the back. So glad to see everybody staying pretty organized. So let's ask. So how many here are actually U23? Love to know. So we got Jordan, it looks like, U23. We had one other say something, but we were unable to see it because I wasn't close enough, it looks like. Be cool. They are asleep by now. Be cool to start identifying early who is among the potential qualifiers. maybe a game to play on the rise. Find the U23 rider. We're going to plan the rides on Youth 43 Rider. Oh. It's always the climbs that end up breaking us up. Jeremy Argo says that I'm on a motorcycle. Wait, what? Oh, man. Shall we get back to the front group? Front group should come to us. To us. Anyone near the beacon struggling? I'm going to check if anybody's struggling. If nobody's struggling, I'll ramp it up to 2.5 to 3.0, and we'll just bring the speed up a little bit. $33 minutes to go. Please let me know if you are struggling, and we can say. Meme machines team up. Oh boy. I'm going to check the broadcast here real quick just to make sure that the everything's coming through okay. No doubles. That's good. What are the triangles next to the names, Nick is asking. Paglia. So those are Zwift Academy. And you can ask questions. I forgot to let everybody know. You can ask questions in the broadcast. I'll answer any of them. In Discord too, if you have any questions, comments. But the those are, I'm gonna bring those into through the social media integrations. So those are significations that you are a part of Zwift Academy. Anybody who's in the Zwift Academy gets those. So that's what those are all about, Nick. So if you join Zwift Academy, sign up. Another thing is that a lot of people seem to think that if you hadn't signed up already, you missed out. But that's not true. It's I think it's 15 rides / races / workouts in 6 weeks is what you have to complete. And I think a lot of people think it's like every day you have to do something, and really everyone has 6 weeks to complete everything. So and everything is this right here. So 8 workouts, 5 group rides, and 2 races. So, and then everybody who's a part of the academy gets one of those cool little academy things next to their name. So we do have some people who joined in the ride who are not a part of the academy, it looks like, actually. And I would highly suggest that they sign up. If you haven't signed up already and you want to do it, and you are a part of the ride right now and you're not registered, you gotta get registered. Go get that registration taken care of. Academy.zwift.com. Connect your account. It'll lead you through the connection of your account. No problem, Nick. No problem. Looks like my main man, didn't include social media interaction. What is going on here? Time for some serious... Why would you take it out? I don't understand. Sometimes I just don't get what people are thinking, peoples. You want to do something right, sometimes you just gotta... Okay, I'll just leave it alone. Alright. Sprint's fine. Regroup. At start, finish. "29 minutes to go." Good job, everybody. What I want to know is also anyone here using this ZA for another event prep at all? Minnesota CX season. Nice. Nice. Agri, that's awesome, man. Good, good, good. Just to get fitter. Right on. Me for local club races. Saturday Morning World. Whew. Iron Man. Whistler Fondo. It's in 7 days. Fondo in 7 days. Do all of ZA in 3. Let's go. All class in NSW. 10-stage tour next week for that guy. Just local hill climb PRs. ZA equals KOM Strava hunting goals. What's going on, Spring? Sign 66041. How's you doing, man? Good to see ya. Just did 10 laps of this. We'll have funny dreams. Fatboy Slim, aka Make Me in the Hurt House now. Jordan says. Throwing fat tire. For me. Oh boy. McGuire. Argulo says he's gonna win. What's he gonna win? I missed what he's talking about. I don't even know what he was talking about there. Oh man. So over in Australia, we're chatting about all these things happening in the US. You guys are just coming into a season, or how does it work there? If according to Llama, you guys like season is kind of odd because it has to work around the UCI season, which is Northern Hemisphere. So like, do you guys have like two different series, one that's bigger or one that's smaller, or what? If you guys are still here in the Discord. I think we lost everybody in the Discord. I was chatting too much. What's going on, Evo Hater Jr.? How you doing, man? Dirty Devil in San Diego, anyone? I wonder what that's all about. Sounds like a mix of on and off. I'm just leading a ZA Zwift Academy ride. Evo Hater Junior at the Mixer channel. Where it's a series of rides, races, and group rides put on by Zwift. That at the end of it, it has semifinalists and that can grab a pro contract at the end of it for the men's side as well as women's side. But in the men's side, it's U23 only. A lot of people signed up, it looks like. Earlier today, there were like 250 people in the UK time ride. This one had over 100 show up for it. And then the what else was there? So this one had over 100 people show up, and then right before this one there was another 200 for the like Eastern time. So on the first day for Zwift Academy, there's been at least, I don't know, like 500 people for the first day. Come on, Cuddles, good to see ya. We gotta get more people though jumping into the Discord channel. Voice chat, so key for making things more social. I think people a lot of times don't realize how much that changes the environment of your mental space a lot of times if you are able to communicate about like where things are at, and the ride leader's able to talk to you about what's happening, and especially if it turns into like group workout type of a thing. I think it would really enhance people's social interaction and their feel and connection to each other while they're out riding. Because like right now, after about 20 to 30 minutes or so, you start to get into the mode where it's like, okay, this is more of me individually seeing other people and their efforts rather than me interacting with their efforts, especially in a group ride type situation, if it's pretty chill. In a racing situation, the communication becomes much more impactful because you say a lot with your legs in racing type situations. So the social aspect of it there is a little bit more pronounced, if that makes sense. So what's up, Simmery154? Good to see ya. So, I'm excited to see how the races turn out, though. I think there's going to be some of the largest races we've ever seen out on Zwift, for sure. Brief Saucer, thanks a lot for all the thumbs up. Anyone seen an aircraft carrier around here? What is this guy talking about, Jeremy? What? Nope. No carriers here. What movie? What is he talking about? Only from top side of a submarine. Anybody ride from an aircraft carrier or submarine? Anybody ride from an aircraft carrier? It's possible, I would think, if they have Wi-Fi. What's going on, Classy Barrett? Good to see ya. How you doing? Hey, Gene Halo. What's up? See if anybody's struggling on the back here. Might have to slow up. Looks like we're all pretty good together here. Few washes a little bit off the back. A few together back here that might have lost attention. So looks like we're pretty good. Might be a few off the front. So is this a workout stream? What's going on, Selfie? This is Zwift, which is a a cycling made social platform. It's a massive multiplayer online in which you have to actually power your avatar by riding a bike. So the speed I am currently holding amongst this group is powered by me actually pedaling the bike that I'm on right now. We'll get a side camera view soon enough hooked in here so you guys can see more of that. But it is definitely a workout. These are all real people from all over the world participating in the Zwift Academy. I'll go ahead and show you some things on the Zwift Academy here real quick because I have a feeling, well, first of all, what is Zwift will help. So here's a quick little video that you can see that Zwift did a while back for promo. We won't show the whole thing, but here's an idea of what's happening right now as I am leading this Zwift Academy group ride in conjunction with Team Dimension Data, who's giving away a pro contract to one U23 rider who completes the program. There'll be 10 finalists after 6 weeks. Then there will be 3 finalists after, I believe it's like 5 days or something like that, when those 10 finalists are all kind of analyzed and looked at. And then those 3 will go to a training camp with Team Dimension Data. And then at the training camp, then the winner will be decided for the U23 program. So that's what's going on with this. Here's a quick little highlight about what this program is
This
all
September,
about.
Team Dimension Data and Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the Academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people and communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real, like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
So that's what this is all about as far as the program goes that you're looking at and the ride that we're currently on. Get lots of questions about it, so we try and have those things readily on hand for you. Last year they gave away one Pro Challenge check to the women as well. Here's men's and women's information. 8 workouts, 5 group rides, 2 races. That's what's up. Yeah, chocolate milk is good. People in game talking about chocolate milk as recovery. I'm getting serious raw milk plus honey. Pretty much. Trusted source though. Can't ride a bike yourself, no balance? Sophie, this sounds like a great program for you. Lots of social interaction, and you can chill and ride with people. So Mike is saying that he's lactose intolerant. I've seen a lot of people able to drink raw milk that couldn't drink pasteurized milk. The body wasn't used to what was going on with the pasteurization process, and that's what made them actually intolerant and allergic, essentially, to... Now, not everybody. Some people actually do have an issue with lactose from genetics, but usually that intolerance was built through the processes that we've made with bleaching the milk and turning it into something else. And then it's looked at as foreign. Almost all the allergies actually we have are from us turning them into unfamiliar objects in our body with mass modern industrialization, right along with the rise of cancer, which just sucks. Or use soy milk. Yep. I think though, like all of the needs to do that. Now, this is just me thinking though, and I think a lot of times most of the guesses at these things are just people thinking though. There's a lot of very isolated tests around it, but there isn't any like over 50 years test because nobody's been thinking about it for that long. You shouldn't wear jeans. I wish we could wear jeans in game. I wish we could wear jeans in game. Was it really? I didn't know that, Sophie. Interesting. Virtual cafe. We need one bad. We definitely need a virtual cafe meeting area. Yeah, long term, interesting. Huh. Great job, Nathan. I was in the ZA ride earlier this morning. Thanks, Phil Clark. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for hanging out at the broadcast over at the Twitch channel. See if anybody's too far off the back. Losing a few, slowing to 2.0. Everyone in ZA gets the icon. Oh, gotcha. Okay. You ride a bicycle in real life? Yes, I am a professional cyclist in real life. A lot of times people go, well, how good are you then? I was state champion in Wisconsin last year on the mountain bike and nationally ranked #1 with USA Cycling for 3 years. From, I believe it was 2000, well, maybe even 4 years, 2012, I think, to 2016. I didn't pay a lot of attention to the national rankings because the Pro XCT meant more. But the level of racing is so high in Wisconsin that I was gaining tons of USA Cycling points. So I get ranked at the top because we essentially, the top 5, the top 10 was populated with, I think, like 6 or 7 Wisconsin Off-Road Series racers because we would perform so well when we show up at the national stuff. So it gets you really high rankings in. All right, 7 minutes to go. Whoa, there goes my mixer suddenly coming in. Don't want that. See if there's anything else we can bring up the chat about. Too much chocolate made me throw up when I was younger, but I grew up not tolerant. Oh, there you go. So, 7 minutes to go. At 3 to go, we can a bit of fun. If you want, we'll call out a virtual stop ahead sign. So in group rides out in real life, stop ahead signs are usually like the sprint, like false like sprints during group rides. So because there's a stop sign coming, so it turns into like, well, let's use the stop ahead sign as the finish line, right? For sprints. So if you want to get sprint workouts in during group rides in real life, a lot of times people will sprint for the stop ahead sign, everybody stops for the stop sign, and then you continue on the group ride. So I'll try and come up with a stop ahead sign here. I'm trying to think what it'll take, about 3 minutes from the 3-minute mark. What's up, Base Starling? Good to see ya. If you want me to follow you, you can follow me on my personal channel if you're interested in my content. This is Zwift community content. So this is a community channel. You'll find lots of different broadcasters here on Zwift Community Live. Either running group rides or races, broadcasts, or racing live. There's lots of different, lots and lots of different things that take place on Zwift Community Live. So, but you can follow if you want to follow, bud. If you like Zwift content, that's why you should follow this page. It's all about bettering each other through the power of bicycles in an online environment. Everybody you see on the right-hand side are real people from where that country flag is saying. actually riding a bicycle in order to pedal and power these avatars forward as a part of the Zwift Academy. First ride that they're doing. Share the road when you ride. I ride a 2016 Ducati 956. Many of you riding in the middle of the street, holding up traffic. We belong in the middle of the street. Elite, Yummy. If we're not being jerks, we're protecting ourselves actually by riding in the middle of the street. And then if they're just holding up traffic on purpose, but a lot of times I will ride directly in the middle of the street in order to keep motorists from killing themselves put into oncoming traffic, or being too close to me when they're trying to pass, because they're trying to pass in an unsafe situation. So I'll move all the way to the right when they can legally pass in a manner that gives me the 3 feet that they're supposed to, and go over into the other lane and not hit oncoming traffic. So I actually have your best in mind, Elite, Yummy, and anybody else who's drives a lot of motor vehicles and gets mad at cyclists. I have your best interest in mind as well as my own. So keep that in mind, is that the cyclist with the very small little shoulder that they're given usually is not actually made for riding in or even walking in. It's actually just there as a shoulder for pulling cars over, and that the whole road is actually what all modes of transportation are for. And motor vehicles have just had most of the infrastructure built around them, and we're all put in a really bad situation by the infrastructure. So it's just a horrible situation we're put in until we have complete streets. Okay, let's shoot for the windmills. Go, go, have fun. Hydrating is important, don't forget that. GG. Good job, guys. No, we're not. Elite, that is not the law. I'm not going to argue about it. You can go look up the law. Every state in the United States is moving towards complete street funding, and to push cyclists into the white line in that manner is, first of all, from a principle point of view, not the way that the rights should be. Everyone's taxes go toward the streets. And if you can, and as far as keeping everyone safe, you should pass like they're a vehicle like anyone else. Just because something has a motor and it's bigger does not mean it has more rights. No, he could not pull you over. It's not true whatsoever. It's not the law. That's not the law, buddy. Trust me. There's so many cases going with the increase of cycling becoming popular. I'm not gonna get in a big long conversation, but as a cycling channel, I know for sure that the community here would agree with that sentiment. Now, I'm not gonna argue any further than that, though, buddy. But the safest thing is for cyclists to use the road in its entirety for everyone, including the motorists, to stay safe and not kill cyclists or themselves by going into traffic. So that's all. How do you get a bike console? Yes, I'm riding a bike. How's it going, Lent Horizon? Whew. My name's Jeff. What's up, Jeff? You should not go too fast. We had a little race at the end there. It was fun. Eric Min with the ride on. Thanks a lot, Eric. You're awesome. Whew. Nice Monster wants to say the law is. All right, Nice Monster. We're probably going to quell political discussions on topic. So I'll probably start timing out the political discussions pretty quickly. You can go ahead and state the law, but then from that point forward, let's just stop fighting about it. The highest goal is to keep everyone safe, and the only reason there's a lot of passion coming from me about it right now is because I've had friends killed, and the motorists definitely do not. So I think people's ability to have patience and wait a couple more seconds is a lower value than those people's lives. So I'll leave it at that. You can judge whether or not that statement is true. Yeah, so I was just a part of the Zwift Academy ride. For those of you just tuning in, we just had about 100 people jump into the broadcast over at the Mixer channel. So for all of you who just jumped in, I'm going to give you an idea of what the Zwift Academy group ride is. But first, you need to see what Zwift is. So Zwift is a massive multiplayer online game / training platform in which all these people are actually riding right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick little snippet of a video that'll give you a good idea of what is going on here. This is a promo that Zwift made a while ago. You can see you log in, start riding. There's Eric Min, who actually just gave me a ride on. Thanks a lot, Eric. And he's riding with P. Hathaway there. E. Jones is out on course 2. There's E. Jones. And they're going to go compete from all over the world against each other on actual bikes, pushing on. And that's so that's what riding on Zwift kind of looks like. But the Zwift Academy I was just doing and leading the ride on is a academy that Zwift started. Has 8 workouts, 5 group rides, and 2 races. Graduate and unlock for the men's an exclusive in-game jersey, and for the men's side, for every 10 graduates, 1 bike is donated to Quebeca Foundation, which is absolutely awesome. And then for all the U23 riders that are part of it, we got a Willy Wonka golden ticket because you can advance the top 10, advance to a semifinals. Each wins a tax trainer and more gear. And then the 3 finalists out of the 10, they actually go to a Team Dimension Data, which is a pro team. Their continental team, though, has a training camp in Cape Town. And from those 3, a professional rider for their team will be selected next year from this Zwift Academy I'm currently doing. On the women's side, it's open to all ages and abilities of rider, just like the men's, but anybody can advance from the women's to the semifinalists. Same thing, 8 workouts, 5 group rides, and 2 races. So that's what's going on with the Zwift Academy rides. I will be running these on Zwift Community Live. You can still sign up. It's on for 6 weeks, so jump in if you want to get on Zwift and you think you got what it takes, especially all you over at Mixer and Twitch. Might have a little younger crowd hanging out over there. Might want to, if you are a cyclist, check it out. Or an endurance athlete, think you got promised to get a pro contract, jump in, maybe get into the finalists, get some tax stuff as well. My law is a good read. Don't eat my chips in the cabinet. Wait, what? Okay, so the rule is more than one cyclist ride single file. Yes, if it's going to start blocking traffic. In Wisconsin, so I don't know what the rule is in your state, but in Wisconsin, if you are going to impede traffic, and the definition of impeding traffic would be causing what looks like a traffic jam. So impeding traffic is not someone having to slow down for a moment and come by. It is the log jam of many cars that impedes the flow of traffic. The way the signs and the speed limits and everything were designed to keep the flow of traffic going. So yes, at that point, you must ride single file. Otherwise, having 2 or even 3 abreast, 2 abreast, I think in some states is what it has to be. You can't go 3 abreast, but 2 abreast is fine if you're not impeding traffic by that definition. Political gaming. Dude, you gotta know this stuff because people are impatient with their pedal on the metal. You're in my way. Get out of the way. And we're sitting here like, I'm dying. And what are you doing right now? I'm trying to better myself. Maybe they got green initiative in their head. Maybe they got all kinds of stuff going on that's pretty cool. And you gotta wait 2 seconds and you're gonna kill them. Come on now. All right, I'll stop now. All right, I'm really gonna stop now. No more. You're baiting me. You're baiting me, nice monster. Oh, shoot. All right, so for the men's side, I know I already played this a couple times, but we just got a ton of viewers, and this is a pretty cool video. So I'm gonna throw this out to you guys one more time. Cool little promo for the Zwift Academy, and I'll be
this September.
Right back
Team
to chat with
Dimension
you
Data and
about it.
Zwift are joining forces to create a unique cycling opportunity. Open to cyclists of all ages and abilities, the Team Dimension Data Zwift Academy is a world-class training program designed to make you a rider who will accomplish more than just personal fitness gains. For every 10 cyclists who graduate the Academy, Zwift will donate a Quebec bike to help mobilize South African communities.
The work that we do with Quebec, we can change the lives of many different people and communities, and hopefully one day a child that starts on a Quebec bicycle ends up at the Tour de France. Zwift is an amazing platform to connect with fans and to ride with people around the world, and takes indoor training to another level.
Zwift, it feels real, like you do a climb, 20-minute climb, a 30-minute climb, it feels real, and that you can really relate that to racing. I always say it's like the best thing since SRM.
I think it's a lot of people that are really strong and maybe not have the chance to show how strong they are.
The Academy doesn't stop here. Top performing graduates under the age of 22 will be invited to compete for a contract with Team Dimension Data's U23 Continental Squad.
This is a real opportunity for any under 23 rider from around the world to come into our continental team to showcase their talent and to be a part of the national team circuits and the under 23 circuits, and then potentially get into the world tours.
I truly believe that Zwift Academy is going to fill in a huge chunk of that journey from being a dreamer to the reality at the end.
Zwift and Team Dimension Data challenge you to train today for a stronger, better tomorrow. Take action now and sign up at academy.zwift.com.
So go ahead and head over to Zwift Academy, academy.zwift.com if you want to jump in to this program. All right, so I've been riding for an hour and 9 minutes. I am going to go play some Dauntless on my personal channel if anybody wants to join me. We'll be back on Monday with a whole new schedule, though, here on Zwift Community Live. We're about to blow up the Zwift Community Live schedule. So more races, more group rides, more streaming of people racing like I'm here now, except for they're in a race. The E-Crit is on the way. There's so much going on, you guys. So make sure to hit that follow button on all the Zwift Community Live spaces. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Mixer, lots going on. But I am a Dauntless partner as well on my personal stream. And if you haven't checked out Dauntless yet, I was a part of the Founders Alpha as well as the closed beta now. And I have a couple of keys to give away to the closed beta. If anybody wants to get in on that, I'll be live on my Twitch and on my Mixer channel. It's just Nathan Guerra. Will this come to Xbox? That's a really good question, JD Rambo. It doesn't look like it's in the plans just yet, but anything is possible. Chad, last time I chatted with some of the insiders at Zwift, it wasn't like in the cards, but they are open to ideas there. It just isn't like a push right now. Nice, pal. I feel well unfit now. We need to get you guys on. Get you guys out on Zwift. Let's go. Just takes a bike and a speed sensor and a trainer. It's awesome. You get winded on this a little bit. You also have like all these cool, all these really cool, like competitions you can do. You got KOM climbs. Dude, should I go for that KOM? Wait a second. How fast did that guy go? I can't remember what my fastest is up and over the top of that thing. Did that say 224? Can I do a 224? I can, can't I? What can I do? I can't remember. I can't remember. Or can I do a one? I think I can do a 150-ish. You guys want to see me go for the KOM? Should I try and get the KOM jersey? So there's competitions. There's sprint jerseys. There's fastest loops. There's competitions for the epic KOM up and over the top. It's got no data, so nobody's done it recently. The current fastest time for the KOM right now is... Somebody's going to take it from me because they're watching. If I try and get it right now, they're going to be like, stream snipe! And they're going to grab it. Why is it only showing me 30-day PR? I want to see what the actual time is right now. What's the actual time right now? I think I can get it. I think I can get it. It was like, there we go. So 224. I can hit a 224. Let's try. Let's try and get the 224. I even got a feather power up. I'm going to have to do like 400 watts to the top though. All right, let's give her. I rode a lot yesterday, so I'm already a little sore. You'll see the time start in a moment. I didn't drink any water. Ah! Ah! Yeah, baby. Okay. That was hard. We did it. We did it, fam. Oh. All right. I didn't have Zwift sounds on. Holy cow. Killing it. We got the KOM. Somebody's going to come take it from me, though. You know they are. So, there's an example of trying to get a fast time and beat everybody else's time and get awarded the jersey King of the Mountain. Who's Bowman? She's got the Queen of the Mountain, so there's a men and a women's. So she grabbed the Queen of the Mountain. Nice job, Bowman! Solid ride. There she goes. She's flying by me. Whooping on me. Push. Thanks, Scotty. We got it. It is PvP. Yes, it is PvP. This is player versus player. Those are all real people on the right-hand side. Those are all real times right here that they put up over the top of that climb I just did. There's climbs all over this world of Zwift. If you look up here, the roads go on forever. There's the epic KOM off in the distance there. That's this blue one right here with these times. Takes about 24 minutes to get up to the top for that guy. I can do that one if I'm all out and in good shape and like 18-ish. 18, 19. Scotty Weiss, he's a world champion. The SW, who's in chat right now, just so you guys know. 2016 TT and road race world champion. Serious business, boys and girls. World champion, masters on those races. And I believe he can do like a 16 to 17 minute climb up over the top there. So pro numbers are in the ranges there, up and over the top of that climb at like 15, I think, to 19 minutes. This is called Zwift Paradise. It's a massive multiplayer online training platform / game. So, that was a tough climb. Thanks, Ronaldo. Fonseca, I appreciate the congrats over at ZCL's Facebook. Oh, man. That was hard. Whoo! So, Iman, 2K6. You are so strong. Thanks, Orange Data. I appreciate that. So my question to Iman about the cringiness of this is, why is the communication of my legs into a game with power and performance cringy in my, I mean, you could watch somebody do it outside and you'll tune in, and that's not cringy, but me doing this here and communicating with a whole bunch of people from all over the world, I'm wondering why that's cringy compared to me going like this and playing another game with communication from my thumbs. What exactly are you... Do you know what you're saying? Best brother training, you can do it. Thanks, Klansman. I appreciate that, man. What system is this for? It's for computer, PC. It's PC. It's for Mac. It's iOS and Android. Is quickly coming. We saw Androids and devices at Eurobike actually. So it is available. You can. I mean, everybody's got smartphones and iPads and all kinds of notebooks, etc., and they can all be used for this. So console isn't needed for it because if you have an iPhone, you can use it. So I think that's part of the reason why they haven't thought about going to consoles is because they are already on so many other devices that are very accessible. Coden says, I'm going to go play shoot 'em up. Respect, pal. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, I'm going to be done. That was a long ride, a lot of chatting. Also, the user customization is pretty cool. I earned this bike in-game, actually. Lots of different bikes that you can ride and wheels. So I won, or not won, but I earned the Zwift concept bike. When you go really fast, the wheels actually light up. You can change their color. You get this by climbing 50,000 meters in the game, actually. It's the Tron bike. Exactly. Dude, that's what everybody calls it, Mr. Bundles. Bundles, do you know Zwift? Because the whole Zwift community calls this the Tron bike. It's the Zwift concept bike, but everybody calls it the Tron bike. And going for the Tron bike is a huge achievement because you have to climb 50,000 meters, actually, in the game. You can open up a lot of different stuff besides this, though. You can open up other wheels to put on. As you get higher and higher levels, they do have, as you can see here, different speeds. You can see what their weight is, as well as how aero they are. So one of the fastest in game right here is the Zwift Disc. This was only available to beta testers, actually. So it's a super cool. I got a super cool thing for being a beta tester there. I got the Zwift hat on, just like I got in real life, boys and girls. I got my cool shades. Hey, did I unlock some new shades? I think I'm going to go with these guys, actually. I'm kind of liking those guys. I only got this pair of gloves. I got some tall socks. I like those tall black Zwift socks. Now, what are these, though? New levels got to be coming, boys and girls. New levels, new devils. Here we go. Got some black Zwift shoes. We've got the black hair. Should we go with, like, old graybeard? Let's go old gray man. No, we're going to stay with the brown. And then, we've got the facial hair. Ooh, that might be more Nathan here. No, Guido. No, Guido. Let's go there. We're going to change that up. We're going to stay white man. Yeah, we're going to stay white man. All right, so what else we got going on here? So let's get back to our Zwift concept. Let's talk about that a little bit. The Tron bike then. Connectivity doesn't work on Connect console. That's why it's only on PC, iOS, and Android. Yes, Clansmate, you're right on there, dude. You're right on. I like unique games. Awesome, dude. What equipment do you need for this? So you need a bike. Any bike can work. I had a buddy who was watching stream for a really long time while I was riding and playing games a bunch on my personal channel. And he was like, man, I just want to do this. So he came to an expo where I had Zwift set up, Wheel and Sprocket Expo in Milwaukee at the Milwaukee Expo Center. And not the Milwaukee, was it Milwaukee Expo Center? Whatever. Anyways, he went ahead and bought just like one of the cheapest bikes he could get that had a skinny tire on it. You got a really cheap trainer and a speed sensor, and boom, he was on it. Right? So it's any bike. If you got a bike in your garage, you go out and get a cheap trainer and you get a speed sensor and you can connect to the game. It's free for the first 50 kilometers, or I think maybe it's 10 kilometers. It's like, I think it used to be 50. It might be 10 now. And then it's like the first week or two is free as well. And after that, it's just $10 a month if you got the equipment. So Nathan Guerra, what equipment do you need for the, oh, no problem. Got you there. Got you. So make it red. Okay, we'll make it red since I got there you go, it's red. Is that red? Oh, it's got like orange down the middle though when you turn it red. That's interesting. You see that? Should we make them glow real bright? Oh, real quick, so for those of you, this gives you an idea of the equipment needed. So I unpair and I search here for tire size. You put the right tire size in and you say if you have a classic trainer, if this is for speed sensor. Now, if you have a power meter, it's a verifiable source, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, it is 1 to 10. It's as hard as you want to go, depending on who you're riding with too. And there are group rides going on all the time. Now, verifiable power sources or speed sensor. I have no speed sensors in the room, so it's not going to pick up. But it has my heart rate getting picked up. It's got my cadence, so it can. As you see, I'm going to spin here. I'll spin here, and you'll see my cadence start to come through, right? And then it's got a controllable trainer, so I actually feel the ups and the downs coming through in the game, right? And then my power sources here, I have a PowerTab G3 in my hub, which is like a strain gauge. So it's actually measuring the actual force going into my chain. And then I actually also have a smart trainer here that actually, it'll make me feel the gradients and also record the power I'm actually putting into the bike. So it's like a verifiable power source. So you're actually riding at the speed that these other riders would be riding actually. So, what else is going on here? In the menu here, you can see the challenges. This is how I got the Pinarello bike. This is how I got the climb Mount Everest 5 times, 164,000 feet. The Specialized bike, one of them I got, but this is for the Tron bike. This is how you get the Tron bike, this one. So I did all these challenges, more to come. I've ridden 27,919 miles in this game. I've ridden 1,396 hours, and I've burned 800,000 calories. I've done all of my training as a professional athlete in this program, almost 100% of it, and was ranked champion of Wisconsin as well as #1 in the nation in the USA. So it's definitely a program that works as well. I want to buy this like yesterday. And I actually commentate on the races almost daily. During the week, we do commentary on races. We have them here all the time. If you open up the app, there's a Zwift mobile link. You can see all the events that are coming up. They don't have ability in the game right now to actually join events on the fly, which I wish they had, and they need to add that. I think it is coming with an update coming soon, but I'm not positive. There's also workout mode, and you can design your own workouts. And if you go into the workout, let's just jump into one here real quick that's like less than an hour to burn, right? So you got less than an hour to burn. You jump into John's mix, you pushed workout, and workout mode starts. You got intervals on the upper left-hand side. So you don't want to ride with people? Bam, jump into workout mode. You start the workout, and then it asks you to do certain things in the game. So warm up at 100 watts for 6 minutes, and then, all right, let's do, based on your FTP, so your functional threshold power, what you can do for 1 hour straight, it gives you wattages to hold, right? So I'll skip, and it gives me a 450 watts, and then hold 450 watts, whatever, dude. So like, and then it'll for a certain amount of time, then rest for an hour, 130, etc. So you go through, you can see all the different intervals that it has, etc. Failed. Okay, I'm done. Then at the end of it, it gives you like, here's what you did for your workout. Here's your ride report, etc. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, Klansman. I know, Klansman. I'm actually totally with you, dude. And actually, you used to be able to change your units in game by pushing U, and I used to always use the kilometers, meters, etc. Especially since a lot of the people who watch ZCL and one of the big markets is with the UK and Europe, and I just haven't really. I need to swap over, and you can just swap over in game. Actually, it's pretty simple settings, and then you just go into settings and do metric, and bam, you're good to go. I'm actually going to leave it on metric. So that's it. Today we did 28 miles, 121, 693 calories, chill ride. You saw the customization. There's also achievements you can get that are cool in the game. Those are kind of cool. Going for those. That's about it for this ride today. Did it do my ride report? It did do the ride report already, didn't it? Oh, well, I guess that's it for the ride report. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I am going to go live over on my channel. Make sure to go follow Nathan Guerra as well. I'll give myself a shout out on Mixer because we got a whole audience. If you guys like the game Monster Hunter, I'm going to go play Dauntless. And, as part of the closed beta, and you guys can join me over there. I will do a couple giveaways over there for a Dauntless Slayers pack to get into the closed beta. But all right, thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you Monday for the next Zwift. Oh no, Sunday. Casey Shum is doing a run. You can run on Zwift, and Casey Shum is doing a run on Sunday, a long run, 10Ks, I think, or something like that. So doing a 10K run on Zwift. So you want to see Zwift running, come and check that out. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you Sunday then for running out on Zwift. Cheers.